That year, a young student returned to a strict Catholic boarding school completely unaware that his life was about to spiral into obsession, manipulation, and murder. What started as a normal school semester soon turned into a terrifying nightmare after a mysterious new teacher secretly became obsessed with him. At first, Jason thought she was simply kind and supportive, but he had no idea that this woman had been watching him long before they ever met. And once she decided she wanted him, she was willing to destroy anyone who stood in her way. The story begins with a student named Jason arriving back at his Catholic school after vacation. His father drives him there alongside his mother and younger sister, Joey. Joey attends the same school and shares a room with a girl named Sarah, who has secretly liked Jason for a long time. As Jason gets out of the car, his father immediately begins lecturing him again. He tells Jason to stop wasting time chasing music and focus on his studies instead. While they are talking, one of the teachers, named Rebecca, walks over and warmly greets Jason's parents. She promises them that both Jason and Joey will be safe under her care while staying at school. Shortly afterward, Rebecca meets a new teacher who has just arrived at the academy for her first day. Her name is Sophia. Rebecca explains the strict school rules to her and advises her on how teachers are expected to behave inside a Catholic institution. Sophia quietly listens while pretending to be respectful and innocent. Following Rebecca's advice, Sophia wipes off her lipstick and begins touring the campus with her. As they walk around the school grounds, they eventually run into Jason. Rebecca introduces him to Sophia. The moment Sophia sees Jason, something instantly changes in her expression. She quietly watches him while Rebecca explains that Jason had recently gotten into trouble after crashing his father's car while driving recklessly. Since then, his relationship with his father has become strained. Rebecca also mentions that despite his behavior, Jason is extremely talented and uploads music performances online. That detail immediately captures Sophia's attention. Later that evening, after settling into her room, Sophia opens her laptop and searches for Jason online. She begins watching his singing videos one after another. As she watches him sing, she slowly becomes emotionally attached to him. Soon, her admiration turns into obsession. At one point, Sophia even kisses the laptop screen while staring at Jason's face. It becomes obvious that she has already fallen deeply in love with him despite barely knowing him. The next day, Sophia enters her classroom and introduces herself to all the students. But throughout the lesson, her attention constantly drifts back toward Jason. When she notices him speaking closely with Sarah, jealousy immediately flashes across her face. Without explanation, Sophia rearranges the seating positions and separates Sarah from Jason. Sarah feels confused because Sophia's behavior already seems unusually personal for a teacher. Before class officially begins, Joey politely reminds Sophia that students always say a prayer before lessons start. Sophia awkwardly asks Joey to lead the prayer instead. While every student bows their head and prays, Joey notices something strange. Sophia herself never says a single word during the prayer. After class ends, Joey tells Jason that something feels wrong with their new teacher. However, Jason barely pays attention because he's distracted by a message from Sarah. Moments later, Sophia privately approaches Jason and casually asks whether Sarah is his girlfriend. Jason smoothly denies it. Hearing that answer secretly makes Sophia extremely happy. Meanwhile, Sarah finally confesses her feelings to Jason through text messages. Jason admits that he likes her too, and the two begin kissing in private. Unfortunately, Sophia suddenly catches them together. Instantly furious, she scolds Sarah harshly while Jason quickly escapes the awkward situation. Sarah becomes angry because she feels she has done nothing wrong, but Sophia coldly warns her to stay away from Jason. The next morning, Sophia once again questions Jason about Sarah. Jason grows uncomfortable, but Sophia tells him to visit her office later if he needs anything. Jason agrees, unaware that Sophia has already started setting a trap for him. Back inside her room, Sophia begins staring at herself in the mirror while removing parts of her clothing. She wonders if she is beautiful enough for Jason. Moments later, Jason knocks on her door. Sophia intentionally leaves the door partially open so he can accidentally see her changing. When Jason catches sight of her, he immediately becomes nervous and overwhelmed. Sophia pretends not to notice him standing there. Jason quickly walks away, but now he cannot stop thinking about her. Over the next several days, Sophia continues manipulating situations to emotionally pull Jason closer towards her. At the end of the week, Jason's parents arrive to take him and Joey home for a short break. Sophia secretly hates seeing Jason leave. Soon after he goes home, she becomes restless and unable to focus. Pretending that her aunt is seriously ill, Sophia asks Sister Rebecca for emergency leave from the school. Rebecca believes her and allows her to leave immediately. In reality, Sophia drives directly to Jason's house. That evening, Jason argues again with his father because he wants to focus on singing rather than school. Upset after the argument, Jason goes outside and starts singing alone to clear his mind. Nearby, hidden in the darkness, Sophia secretly watches him from inside her car. She listens to his singing with fascination while staring at him obsessively. But then Sophia notices Sarah calling Jason's phone. Instantly, jealousy consumes her again. That night, Sophia sneaks back into the school and secretly enters Sarah's room while everyone is asleep. She hides illegal drugs inside Sarah's belongings. Unfortunately for her, Sister Rebecca almost catches her leaving the room. Sophia quickly lies and claims she heard suspicious noises coming from inside. Joey overhears the conversation and starts becoming suspicious of Sophia's strange behavior. The next morning, Sophia orders all the students to open their books to a specific page. When Sarah opens hers, drugs suddenly fall out in front of the entire class. Sophia immediately accuses Sarah of possessing illegal substances. The scandal spreads across the entire school, and Sarah is suspended. But Sophia still isn't satisfied. She convinces Sister Rebecca that the boys' dormitories should also be searched to protect the school's reputation. During the inspection, alcohol is discovered hidden underneath Jason's bed. Jason is completely shocked. He desperately insists that someone planted it there. But Sophia pretends to sympathize with him while secretly enjoying every second. Rather than suspending Jason, she gives him another punishment instead. He must remain at school and help the sisters with work for an entire week. Jason reluctantly agrees. At this point, the story reveals a terrifying truth. The woman pretending to be Sister Sophia isn't actually a teacher at all. Years earlier, she became obsessed with Jason after hearing his music online. Eventually, she encountered the real Sister Sophia by chance and kidnapped her to steal her identity. The woman inside the school is actually an imposter named Laura. Back in the present, Jason spends his punishment doing physical labor around campus. Sophia constantly uses this as an excuse to stay close to him. Meanwhile, Joey quietly watches everything and becomes increasingly convinced that something is seriously wrong. One night, while the school sleeps, Sophia sneaks into Jason's room. She secretly places her phone nearby to record everything before slowly seducing him. Jason wakes up terrified to see his teacher beside him. At first, he resists because he knows the relationship is wrong, but Sophia manipulates him emotionally and convinces him nobody will ever find out. Eventually, Jason gives in. The next morning, guilt immediately begins destroying him inside. He decides to confess his sins at church. However, when he enters the confession booth, he discovers something horrifying. Sophia herself is pretending to be the priest waiting inside. Before Jason can react, Sophia kisses him again and deepens her control over him. A week later, Jason returns home again during another break. Meanwhile, Sophia overhears Sister Rebecca discussing information related to the real Sister Sophia. Immediately, panic spreads across her face. She realizes her secret identity might soon be exposed. That same night, Jason attends a party after sneaking out against his father's wishes. Sarah is there too. As the party continues, Jason drinks heavily and briefly reconnects with Sarah, but memories of Sophia begin haunting his thoughts. Distressed and confused, Jason stumbles outside drunk and is caught by police officers. Sophia suddenly appears and convinces the officers to release him. She takes him to a nearby hotel room instead. Inside the room, Sophia once again attempts to seduce him, but this time, Jason finally realizes the truth. Sophia has been stalking him everywhere. He tells her directly that their relationship is wrong and needs to end. Sophia desperately tries emotionally manipulating him by comparing their personal struggles and claiming nobody else understands them, but Jason finally rejects her and walks away. Outside, Jason encounters his father, who apologizes for always controlling him and admits he should have supported Jason's dreams earlier. The next day, Joey investigates Sophia further and discovers that the suspicious car near their house truly belongs to her. Now, Joey knows Sophia has been secretly following them. Back at school, Jason finds Sophia pretending to be unconscious inside her room. When he revives her, she suddenly threatens him. Sophia reminds Jason that if he exposes her, she can ruin his life by revealing their secret relationship and showing everyone the videos she recorded. Jason becomes trapped in fear. Soon afterward, Sarah is finally allowed to return to school. Sophia completely loses control emotionally. One day, while Sarah is showering alone, Sophia enters the bathroom. She secretly causes Sarah to slip and stages the scene to look like an accident. Moments later, Joey discovers Sarah's dead body. The entire school is devastated. Police later rule Sarah's death accidental, but Joey refuses to believe it. Jason also begins suspecting Sophia murdered her out of jealousy. When he confronts Sophia, she coldly reminds him that nobody will believe him because he is already involved with her scandal. Soon afterward, Sophia follows Jason to a family dinner and introduces herself to his parents. Jason feels deeply uncomfortable while watching her manipulate everyone around him. Meanwhile, Sister Rebecca investigates Sophia's lies about her aunt and discovers that no such person exists. Now, Rebecca finally realizes Sophia's entire identity may be fake. At the same time, Jason finally tells Joey the full truth about everything that happened between him and Sophia. Together, the siblings decide to expose her. Sister Rebecca also confronts Sophia privately. She directly accuses her of lying and demands to know who she really is. Cornered and desperate, Sophia attacks Rebecca and knocks her unconscious. Meanwhile, Jason and Joey secretly search Sophia's room for evidence. Inside, they discover shocking proof. One laptop belongs to the real Sister Sophia. Another contains hundreds of obsessive photos and recordings of Jason. They finally learn the fake teacher's real name is Laura. Just then, Laura catches them holding the evidence. Instantly, she begins begging Jason not to expose her. She claims everything she did was because she loved him, but Jason and Joey now fully realize she is dangerously insane. As they attempt escaping, Laura violently attacks Joey with a lamp. Jason fights back, but Laura strikes him too. Moments later, Sister Rebecca suddenly reappears and tries stopping Laura. A violent struggle breaks out. Finally, Jason grabs a screwdriver nearby and stabs Laura to protect himself and Joey. Days later, the school holds its graduation ceremony. Jason's father surprises Joey with a new car and gifts Jason an expensive guitar to support his musical dreams. At last, Jason is finally free from the nightmare that nearly destroyed his life. Although he still carries painful memories of Sarah and everything that happened, he now looks toward the future with hope. And with that, the story comes to an end.